Welcome to Explore the Ancients.
Welcome back, friends and fellow explorers. I was able to get out and do a little exploring this week, and I found myself in the Ceasars Creek area of southwestern Ohio. We used to go to Ceasars Creek years ago to do some water skiing and things like that, but I never knew that Ceasars Creek had a gorge. So I stopped at one of the gorge trailheads to check it out. Ceasars Creek is an ancient waterway where many indigenous people made their home. In the 1970s, a dam was constructed which created Ceasars Creek Lake. I can't walk too far into the gorge today, so I just wanted to go up a little ways just to check it out. From what I've been reading, this area is really good for fossil hunting, so we're going to have to check that out before we leave. Well, this is a really beautiful area, and I can't believe it took me this long to get down here. I saw the visitor center, so I figured I'd take a quick look inside. They have some really nice fossil finds here, but I don't think they were found here. In ancient times, this whole area was covered by a shallow ocean around 450 million years ago. Looking out upon this huge lake, it's hard to imagine that this was once just a little creek running through here. This is an area designated for fossil hunting and it's called the Spillway. To collect fossils, you have to get a permit at the visitor center, but they're free. I'm not going to do any collecting today. We're just going to scan the surface and see if maybe we can see something. Right away, I can start to see seashells embedded into this sediment that was once the ocean floor. This is a really good view of the fossilized sediment here. It almost looks like broken up concrete or asphalt. All right, that was a lot of fun, but I got to keep moving, so I thought I'd head north on Highway 42 into Xenia and check out the newly built Great Council State Park building in the ancient home of the Shawnee. This is located in what once was called Old Chillicothe, which is now present day Oldtown, which is just north of Xenia. There was a very large Native American presence in this area for thousands of years. There was a large Shawnee village here, and many settlers were brought here as prisoners, and one famous settler by the name of Daniel Boone. And here we have a beautiful representation of the Shawnee warrior chief Tecumseh. The man at the front desk had a wealth of knowledge about the ancient Indian tribes in the area. I could sit there all day long asking him question after question, but I'll let him do his job. Here we have some words of wisdom from Chief Cornstalk. These old French fur trapper maps from the 1700s are amazing. French fur trappers were all through this area as early as the 1600s. Blackfish is the chief who captured Daniel Boone and his fellow settlers and brought him here to Oldtown. And there's the man himself, Daniel Boone. It's so cool they still have these old cabins that these settlers built. There were many Chillicothys over a period of time. Chillicothe really just means the great meeting place, or the principal town, or the capital, if you will. So this wasn't the first Chillicothe, and it wasn't the last. This was the motel that was located here before they built this center. You reckon old Tecumseh had some wild evenings at the Tecumseh Motel? All right, let's head outside and we'll take a look at the markers. Well, that was really cool, and those guys did an amazing job on that building. I'm really glad we went to take a look at that. Well, since we're heading home on Highway 42, let's take a stop there in Cedarville and have a look at the marker tree in the woods by the ancient Pollock site. It's just coming into view now, and you can see it. It looks amazing. This is a sycamore tree, and sycamore trees can live to be up to 600 years old.
guys.
I noticed something I haven't noticed before. This fence is embedded right into the tree.
It's actually going into the tree.
It must have been put there a very long time ago. Now here's a piece of barbed wire sticking right out of the side of the tree. It's starting to become overgrown with briars around this beauty. I'm convinced this tree is some sort of marker. I've had previous viewers comment and suggest maybe they're directional markers, and they may be exactly right, but the branches are lined up diagonally. For example, one branch is going to the northwest, the other to the northeast, the other to the southwest, and the other to the southeast, which may point to trails, which would be perfect because that would lead you to all points of Ohio.
Can't get in here anymore.
If you took the northwest branch, you would hit the old Bullskin Trail heading into Detroit. And if you took the southwest branch, you would hit the old Bullskin Trail going into Kentucky. If you took the southeast, you would head to present day Chillicothe in West Virginia. If you took the northeast, you would head towards Lake Erie in Pennsylvania and the New York area. This is all just theory, of course. Well, she looks beautiful as always and looks to be in amazing shape, and I'm glad we stopped by to see it. I want to thank everybody for coming with me today and exploring. Get out there and explore, and if you can't, I'll do it for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you on the next adventure.